Hello, this is your Express briefing for Friday, July 19. For the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott. Become a subscriber and read more of these headlines at expressnews.com. Today, we'll be taking you to a West Side San Antonio shop for our 52 Weeks of Burgers series. You can expect mostly sunny skies and a high of 98 today heading into the weekend. Starting next month, the Magnolia Hotel in Seguin will go from being open for tours only to accepting overnight guests. After 6 years of renovations, the reportedly haunted hotel will open to those willing to pay $249 per night. The owners say they stopped counting at 13 ghosts, some of which they say died in the rooms and whose deaths are documented in newspaper articles, obituaries, and death records. A suite will be the Magnolia's only room for rent through Airbnb. Guests will let themselves in with a code they'll be sent after making a reservation. Governor Greg Abbott, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, House Speaker Dennis Bonnen, and Attorney General Ken Paxton stepped in to address the unexpected fallout of a newly passed hemp law by reminding state district attorneys that the law does not decriminalize marijuana. House Bill 1325 legalized hemp-derived products with a THC level of less than 0.3%. THC is a psychoactive ingredient that gives users a high. The change resulted in evidence testing complications that prompted prosecutors to announce their intent to throw out misdemeanor marijuana charges. The Republican leader sent a letter to Texas district attorneys stating that these prosecutors misunderstand the new law and said lab testing is not always needed, suggesting they can rely on the, quote, tried and true use of circumstantial evidence. Rackspace announced it is moving 125 of its employees to Tech Mahindra, an India-based technology consulting firm headquartered in Windcrest. The move comes shortly after Rackspace's announcement of a partnership with the firm, which allows the company to cross-sell to Tech Mahindra's customers, work on products and services with the firm, and improve its operations. In February, Rackspace went through its third round of layoffs since being acquired by a private equity firm in 2016. The company has struggled in recent years due to competition from rivals like Amazon. Author Sandra Cisneros is ready for her stage debut at the 24th Annual Macondo Writers' Workshop, where she'll play the role of the San Antonio River for the adaptation of her story, Have You Seen Marie? The story was adapted by San Antonio playwright Jose Ruben de Leon and deals with the realization that while everyone suffers loss, love never truly dies. Cisneros wrote the story in 2012 after the death of her mother. The play will take place on July 25th after a reading by former inaugural poet Richard Blanco at 7 p.m. at McAllister Theater, San Antonio College. The play is free, but donations will be accepted. In the Rio Grande Valley, migrants keep coming. Central American migrants seeking asylum in the U.S. continue to pour across the border in South Texas, seemingly unfazed by Trump's administration policies intended to keep them on Mexican soil or discourage them from leaving their home countries in the first place. And in other news, a San Antonio nun was arrested in Washington while protesting the separation and detention of immigrant children. A San Antonio airman was recognized with a Silver Star for his daring and quick thinking that saved 2 people during an ambush. An Our Lady of the Lake University professor drowned after falling into Canyon Lake, the Comal County Sheriff's Office has reported. Nike slapped Kawhi Leonard with a countersuit over a hand logo he said he created. Former Senator Wendy Davis plans to run for U.S. Representative Chip Roy's seat in District 21, a congressional staffer has said. A judge denied the request to lower the bail of a San Antonio man accused of setting a fire that killed a local firefighter. Texas lawmakers raised $18 million in just 2 weeks to fend off Democrats in 2020. And now the fun stuff. A famed San Antonio chef is bringing a new spot to downtown. A new project called Buns at the Savoy is in the works for the Savoy building downtown. A filing with the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation lists Terry Burkle as the owner. Mike Sutter has the details at expressnews.com/food. Shane Glenn Vickers and Carrie Farrow IV make memorable entrances in Matilda and Beauty and the Beast at the Public Theater of San Antonio. The two shows are running weekends through August 11. Deborah Martin shares her take at expressnews.com/entertainment. And finally, our taste test review found Cappy's keeping its groove as Alamo Heights' go-to restaurant. Find that full review at expressnews.com/food and follow the San Antonio Express News food and taste page on Facebook. Visit expressnews.com for the full story on all of these headlines and more. And that's your Express briefing for Friday, July 19. Get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletter. For the San Antonio Express News, I'm Joy Marie Scott. Have a great weekend.